There's a robin on, and he's drinking out of that bird bath. You put water in there, he's drinking. Hello, everybody. It's Joe and Glenda on the porch swing. Sunday night porch swing chat.
Yep.
Being chatty.
Yep.
Looking out here at the neighbor with a pickup out there I didn't recognize, and so I guess it belongs to her son. So I'm being nosy. He already knows.
Yep.
Holy cow. Felicia, I don't know if did I tell you about Felicia wanting to do landscaping and that kind of thing?
I heard horticulture.
Yeah, well, that's what landscaping is.
Okay.
Well, that's what leads to landscaping.
Okay.
Horticulture is
I thought it was a study of plants.
It is.
Okay.
It's a study of and how to, how best to grow them and where. And anyway, she would like to do that, and they happen to have a very good horticulture and even agriculture program if she wants to add any of that to it, just about 15 miles north of here.
Mm-hmm.
So, Southeast Community College in Beatrice has a very good horticulture program. But I don't know, maybe I shouldn't say this, but I'm a little ticked at the school counselor, because I always thought high school counselors were supposed to keep track. Well, she ended up a couple of electives short of enough credits, because she was supposed to graduate. And she's a great student. But I don't know. Somehow. So she'll go one semester and be done with it, and then they won't give her diploma until the rest of them graduate in May next year, but she will be done. The thing of it is, she's got a plan. And knowing this girl, our Felicia, having a plan worked out for her, it's a good chance she'll probably do it. She's a lot like her dad that way. I mean, when he was in high school, I only got the tail end of the story, but I did see the product. He had a Vega, an old kind of car, an old Vega. And he took different parts off different cars or whatever, and he said, I'm going to put this together, I'm going to make this car work. Everybody was laughing and said, oh, you can't do that. They don't work. Well, he did. He got it all put together, and it worked, and he drove it. It was a rough ride, according to my daughter, but this is our son-in-law. But it was a rough ride, according to my daughter, but hey, he did it. So.
Somebody's burning something. That's grilling.
That could be grilling.
It smells like a candle.
Candle?
That's what it smells like.
Oh, you know what? Those tiki torch things.
Oh, okay.
And those citronella candles that they put out.
Okay.
Because it's kind of dusk and it's time for the bugs to come out.
Yeah.
I don't know if mosquitoes have been a problem yet. That's
Still
true.
good.
We've been getting some good rain lately.
Still get air from here.
Yeah.
Air.
He took off several of the windows. The
Storm window.
Yeah, storm windows. These are the old kind. Now, we did get some regular aluminums from another house that was getting torn down. And for the house proper. But this screened-in porch, you can take those storm windows off and then air just kind of goes through. And, well, I think the way they're hinged, you can open them if you set them up to open them.
Well, the screens are open, but not the
Yeah.
windows.
Well, yeah, but you take the windows off and then you can open the screens and if you wanted to. I don't think you want to.
There's no need to, because you got
No.
screens.
Well, you know, like if we were being
I will if I
ice cream parlor.
I will if I'm gonna paint.
We won't do that. Oh, anyway,
But then again,
this thing makes you look like you're.
but then again, when it rained in on the porch here on the south window. So I don't know.
Depends on which way the winds are blowing.
You know,
They've been having a. Huh?
I could take these boxes down and stack them on the floor.
Yeah, but it wouldn't hurt to make sure the storms are up, so the rain don't come in.
I don't know what to do.
Seems like you just got that kind of. We need to go through that stuff.
Yes,
We keep
we do.
saying we're going to. There's a robin on, and he's drinking out of that bird bath. You put water in there, he's drinking. There's a robin on our bird bath. There have been several instances of dust storms that have really been wreaking some havoc. And somebody says because they're taking down those rows of trees and stuff that they put down years ago after the bad dust storms of the 30s or 40s. And a lot of what there are cedars because they grow well here and they grow fast. And well, they seed out and they just populate themselves. But they were all just cutting them all down. And I was saying something to my sister about it because a friend that lives down south a little ways had pictures out her window of huge dust cloud coming toward them. And my sister said that they had a really bad one up in South Dakota, dust storm that caused an accident. Anyway, what it is, because I was thinking, why are people cutting down all these trees? Well, come to find out, and she said she found out because they had a cedar in their yard. And they ended up having to, well, she said it's some kind of, what does she call it? Some kind of a
pod bug or something.
Yeah, it has a cocoon that it comes out of. It's not a locust. It's not a cicada. It's some kind of, but she had a name for it, but
Yeah, I can't remember what it was now.
she had never heard of it before then either. But she said she was going out and picking them off of her tree.
Throwing them in gas.
Yeah, and throwing them in gas to kill them. And she said they killed the tree. She had, I think, did she have somebody come over and spray their tree?
Yeah, her
Yeah.
son-in-law.
Yeah. Came over and sprayed their tree so that it would not get those anymore, but I guess they're kind of a parasite or something that ruins the tree. And so that, I guess, is what's happening to a lot of those cedar tree lines. And so, they're going to have to probably come up with something else, or they're going to have to start treating the trees. We have a new subscriber, and I just felt so good about our channel. Because lately I've been feeling a little down about some stuff, as if you didn't notice. And this person said, I want to thank you for having such a positive and encouraging channel for people to come to. And I'll tell you what, I was humbled. I was very humbled because I know this last week I posted one where I was kind of griping. And so if this is the way this is where I'm led to do it, then that's the way it is. So we'll take him one or two at a time. Or we'll take him 500 at a time. That's not likely to happen. I don't know how to make a viral video. So we are a family friendly, and I love all you guys because you support that. You support the fact that we are a clean and encouraging channel and that we're family friendly. And I tell you, I owe it to all of you. And the more you guys talk to each other down in the comments and say hello to each other, the better it is. Because it just, it's like I love to see you guys mingle. You know, you may not be there at the same time, but you can comment on each other. So then go back and see the comment that they made on your comment. it's just really nice that way. But so I'm going to do my very best not to complain again. So I think, well, I was having a really hard time, and I'm not saying I'm not going to have a hard time more, but we're coming up on the anniversary of my mother's death, and my dad passed in February of last year, so kind of in that spot in between. I didn't really feel the grief last year, and I didn't understand why, but I think it's been delayed. And I think it hit me this year. I don't know. I think maybe that is the way it goes with some people. But anyway, I'm not. There I go with the anyways again.
Well, your mom died last May, wasn't it?
June 15th.
Okay. I was thinking May for some reason.
Yeah. Well, we were surprised that she didn't go first, and we were surprised that she hung on that long after Dad. But her Alzheimer's was just...
Her body just shut down.
Yeah. It just completely shut down. But it just seems like more and more lately I think of, I wish I could ask Dad this, or I wish I could ask Mom about this recipe or something. Well, I don't cook anymore much, but, just different things. And yeah, even if I hadn't really been able to ask him those kinds of things for years, it just, it's like you go back in time. I don't know. But they were special people. They were special to us. They were special to the community. So, I guess a year later, it's kind of hit me. Some people at, anniversary of loved ones hits them hard every year. But, if you're ever in need of somebody to just pray for you, or you just need to vent a little in the comments about having lost somebody that's close to you, and you need a little bit of encouragement, please, if you want to do that, feel free to make a comment. We'll give you a boost if we can. We'll try. I was just on YouTube a little bit ago, and there's a guy who does gospel music, but this was different. He wasn't singing this time, and it's a song I remembered. It was, "If you lead me, I will follow," or "Where you lead me, I will follow," and it was just being played on the piano, and the words were there, and it felt so good to be able to sing a song in a key that I can stick to. Because a lot of times I'm a friend of mine and I used to call it the key of R. If we hit a wrong note, R is rotten. The key of R is rotten. So, but it just felt good. And so sometimes you just have to look for those things that kind of boost your morale. I might have bent Joe's ears a little bit while I was singing, but
Yeah.
yep. In my baritone. No, but you like to give me trouble.
Yeah.
He likes to give me trouble.
I like to tell her, stop singing, make my head sick. That was
Let me ask you
that was on a
something.
Western movie one time. I saw that.
Is that where you're getting for that?
Yeah.
He's so mean. No. Okay, here's something I'm going to ask you. I'm patting the answer. I know I am. But would you call us that sweet old couple? Or would you call us, what else would there be? My grandparents argued all the time. But they was like, they enjoyed the arguing. One set of grandparents. The other set of grandparents were very proper, which I will not even begin to claim that. Are we Badinskis? Do you think we're Badinskis? Because I can't be.
She is, yeah.
I am. I am. Anyway, you don't have to answer that question. I was just throwing it out there to be funny. I better say goodnight. I get chatty, but that's why we call it chatty. Love all of you guys. Take care of yourselves. Smile and wave. There's yours.
There's my weight.
Huh?
There's my weight.
Yeah? You were doing good. I'll see you tomorrow. I love you. Good night.